Since the dawn of time, human beings have been vulnerable prey, constantly under the shadow of lurking predators. From the time we're born until the day we leave this earth, we are under threat from a common enemy. Human predators refer to individuals who exploit others for personal gain. This exploitation can manifest in various forms such as violence, deception, economic manipulation, and emotional abuse. The ways people prey upon others have evolved with societal changes, technological advancements, and shifts in moral and legal standards. In prehistoric times, human predation was often direct and brutal, rooted in survival needs. Tribes or individuals would raid others for resources like food, territory, or mates. The law of the strongest prevailed, and the concept of morality as understood today was vastly different. In ancient civilizations, such as those of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and later Greece and Rome, exploitation took on more structured forms. Slavery was a widespread form of human predation, where individuals were treated as property and forced to work without rights. Conquering armies would often enslave populations of defeated cities or regions, a grim but common aspect of warfare at the time. During the medieval period, feudal systems put peasants at the mercy of landowners who could demand labor, crops, and allegiance. The divine right of kings and the rigid class structures enabled systemic exploitation, where the lower classes had few, if any, means to resist. The witch hunts in Europe from the 15th to the 17th century are another dark example. These hunts often targeted women, particularly widows or those outside societal norms, demonstrating how social and religious fears could be manipulated to prey upon the vulnerable. The Industrial Revolution introduced new forms of exploitation, including child labor and dreadful working conditions in factories. The unchecked power of industrialists over their workers exemplified a modern form of predation based on economic disparity. In the 20th century, the totalitarian regimes of Stalin's Soviet Union and Hitler's Nazi Germany showed how state power could be used to prey upon millions through forced labor camps, genocide, and mass surveillance. These examples reflect extreme cases where the dehumanization of others was institutionalized. Today, human predation often takes more covert or sophisticated forms due to legal structures meant to protect individual rights. However, cyberbullying, identity theft, financial scams, and human trafficking demonstrate that exploitation has adapted to the modern world. Human trafficking represents a particularly insidious form of modern exploitation, where individuals are coerced or deceived into forced labor or sexual exploitation. The global nature of this crime makes it difficult to combat, despite international efforts to do so. Modern predators come in various forms, each with distinct motives and methods. Understanding the different types of predatory criminals can aid in prevention, detection, and response strategies. Here are some of the most recognized types. 1. Serial killers. These are individuals who commit multiple murders over an extended period, with a cooling-off period between each crime. Their motivations can be psychological, sexual, or financial. Serial killers often follow a particular pattern or ritual and may choose victims based on specific characteristics. 2. Opportunity killers. These killers seize the moment to kill without premeditation when an opportunity presents itself. Their crimes are typically spontaneous and can be driven by a variety of factors such as anger, panic, or a perceived threat. The lack of planning makes these types of murders particularly unpredictable. 3. Mass shooters. These are individuals who attack and kill multiple people, usually at a public venue within a single incident. These attacks are often premeditated and can be motivated by grievances, ideologies, or severe mental health crises. Mass shooters sometimes target specific groups or locations they associate with the source of their grievances. 4. Insurance killers. This refers to individuals who commit murder to claim life insurance benefits. These killers carefully plan their crimes to make the death appear accidental or due to natural causes, aiming to deceive investigators and insurance companies. 5. School shooters. These offenders are typically current or former students who target their educational institutions. Their motivations can include revenge against perceived bullies, mental health issues, or a desire to create a sense of terror within a community. 6. Spree killers. Unlike serial killers, spree killers murder at multiple locations within a short time frame, without a cooling-off period. Their actions can be triggered by specific events and often involve a perceived vendetta against particular individuals or society in general. 7. Mercy killers. These individuals commit murder out of a professed sense of compassion, often killing sick or disabled individuals to save them from suffering. However, these acts are legally considered murders as they involve taking life without consent. 8. Hate crime perpetrators. These are offenders who commit crimes against individuals based on race, religion, sexual orientation, or other protected characteristics. Their actions are meant to intimidate and oppress specific groups, often driven by ideological beliefs. 9. Terrorists. This category includes individuals or groups that use violence to instill fear and advance political, religious, or ideological causes. Their acts are typically aimed at civilians and are meant to gain visibility for their causes and destabilize societies. Each type of predator poses unique challenges for law enforcement and society. Understanding their behaviors, motivations, and patterns can help in developing better preventative measures and response strategies. Some things are preventable with a little help. Please, if you see something, take the time and report it. You may save a life. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.